Okay, this video is to show you how to turn data analysis on in your Microsoft Excel. So if you have Microsoft Excel 2010 or higher, you're going to come over here to File, and hopefully everybody can see my mouse. You're going to come up here to File, and ignore that thing. Come down here to Options, and then once you get to Options, you want to come over here to Add-ins. And once you click on add-ins, you get all this other stuff, and down here it should say Excel add-ins. You click on Go, and it gives you this pop-up window. And these two things need to be checked. If they're not checked, you need to check them off. You need to hit OK, and then your computer will probably do something and tell you that it's installing. And then to know that you actually installed it, you have to come up here to the Data tab. And if everything works correctly, you should have data analysis on right here. So that's the video that will show you how to do data analysis. So now that you have data analysis is the place where we're going to go for lots of the stuff that we do for statistics in Excel. It has lots of fun stuff. I'm actually going to go right from that and start talking about descriptive statistics now. So let's say you wanted to know something about mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, minimum, maximum. That's all in descriptive statistics. So what you do is you go to descriptive statistics in an Excel file that you happen to have open. I have one open right here. You click OK. Your input range, ignore this pen thing, that's part of my programming. This input range thing is going to ask, what kind of data are you looking at? What do you want me to tally? So if you click on that box right there and you highlight including your, I don't know why that's happening, you highlight including your label, a whole bunch of data values. Click this box again to go back to that other window. It is grouped into columns. I had a label in my first row. Now I need to pick an output range, and that basically means where do I want it to dump the information. I usually pick a cell up toward the top. I want summary statistics. So long story short, you need an input range that includes a label, and there you click label. Then you need an output range, which really means what cell do you want it to start dumping information to. And then you need summary statistics. You click OK. And here's all my information. Now, it's all crammed into the width I had, so you want to probably stretch this out a little bit. And here's all our info. In this column of after training data, look, it puts the header right there. It's going to tell me the mean, the median, the mode, the standard deviation, other stuff you don't need to know, the range, the min, the max, and the count is how many data values you have. So data analysis gives you the option to do that, and within data analysis, we just talked about descriptive statistics. The other thing you want to know how to do is you want to know how to do something with a histogram. So if you go to histogram and you hit OK, histogram is going to want an input range, and it is also going to want a bin range. So that means before I do this, I actually need to tell it some bins, all right? So I'm going to cancel out of here, and I'm going to do this after training. Now, when I look at this data, I probably want to know something about it. So the minimum value was 30, the maximum value was 60. So when I go to do my bins, I want to go from everything to 30 to 39, so everything in the 30s. So I'm going to have my bin end at 39, 49, 59, and 69. All right, because again, my minimum was 30, my maximum was 60. So by putting a bin at 39, it's going to give me everything up to including 39, then 49, the 59, the 69. So it gives me the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. I really like that, so I'm going to go with it. So now again, I'm going to go back to data analysis. I'm going to pick histogram. I'm going to put an input range of this after training data. I'm going to put a bin range. Oh, go away. Sorry, that's my thing. I'm going to put a bin range of the bins that I created. I do have labels. I have an output range. That's going to be where it dumps the information. I'm going to put it right next to my bins header just so all this information is collected together. I want a chart output. And that should be everything I need. So again, this is your input range. That's the data that it's going to calculate the frequencies for. The bin range is the groupings of the frequencies. Labels means I had labels in the first row. Output range is where it's going to dump the information. Chart output is going to give me a chart and a graph. So I hit OK. It gives me a histogram, which I'm just going to briefly move down here. And then I'm going to stretch it out a bit and maybe widen it a bit too. So it says I have 6 in the 30s, 13 in the 40s, 10 in the 50s, 1 in the 60s. That's what it tells me down here. And then within my histogram, I can do a lot of stuff. I don't really like calling this bins. I like calling this, well, before training, after training, what was this information? Completed assemblies. So I'll just call this after training completed assemblies. But this is basically just going to be whatever type of information. If this were ages, if this were whatever, I'm calling it after training completing assemblies. Frequency is appropriate because this is the frequency. The word histogram is silly. It's basically saying this is a bar graph. Well, no kidding. I know it's a bar graph. So I'm going to change that from histogram to frequency of after training assemblies. And then I have a nice happy chart. And that is a histogram, okay? It's also known as a frequency distribution because it's telling me about the frequencies. So this video, again, was turning data analysis on, doing descriptive statistics, and making a histogram. All right, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Hopefully Excel works well for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I like to end with stupid jokes because that's fun. So your stupid joke for this one is, what is a cat's favorite dessert? There are many correct answers, but the one we're going with today is mice cream, everyone, mice cream. All right, have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever time it happens to be. And again, contact me with any questions.